Hey everyone, this is Kurisu, and tonight I'm going to be continuing work on our new channel emotes. Last time we finished my hearts emote, which is this one right here. And tonight, I'm not sure which one we will be working on. We can either start line art for one of these three down here that don't have line art yet, and maybe start on color. We'll see how that goes. Or we can color in one of these others that have the line art ready. But that is up to all of you in chat to decide. In addition, tonight is also Monday night Q&A, so you are welcome to ask whatever you'd like within reason. All I ask is that we keep questions appropriate. But yeah, I will give you all a couple of minutes to look over the emotes that we currently have here. I'll zoom in a little bit so that we can hopefully see some more of them. I'm gonna scoot this over. That way we can zoom in a little more. Alright, so for anybody joining, the channel, or I guess channel emotes, we could start on tonight, include our Banhammer emote, my wink emote, dab emote, sort of a laughing emote, taco, my frog emote. It is currently missing eyes just because that's something I plan on adding with color. My angry emote, popcorn, sobbing, sad, whatever. Yay, no you, and finger guns, which I'm using as probably like this animated emote here. It would basically just be replacing my old one. Then I also have our raid emote and confused. So yeah, if anybody has any preferences, feel free to call out which design you'd like me to start working on with color. And then, like I mentioned, we also have these three down here that still need line art. So there's my hype emote, my angel emote, and my demon emote. Yawn. I don't have a yawn. Oh, it's already done. So that is right here. Oh, are you talking about the crying emote right here? What? I'm so confused right now, Sniper. Yeah, we can color the taco emote. Your worst nightmare. Well, sorry, Sniper, you asked for it. Oh my gosh. It's really not that bad. Like, seriously, it is so much easier to eat tacos sideways. I'm not even joking. The frog then? Okay. I have my stylus here somewhere. There it is. It was hiding behind my tea. Tacos last. I don't know. I actually like the taco one to be finished before some of the others, to be honest. Nah, you're not allowed. Yeah, it's always good to be careful when you're cooking. It's like, there are a lot of really crazy things that can happen in the kitchen if you're not paying attention. So, I get that. I definitely recommend being careful when cooking. Hey, welcome to chat, Hunter. How's it going? Cheesecake. What are you talking about? I'm like so confused right now. Hunter said something about cheesecake, but I don't know what he's talking about. Like, are you saying that you're eating cheesecake? Or I'm eating cheesecake? Because I'm definitely not eating cheesecake. What are you talking about? Like, I'm so confused right now. I don't even really care for cheesecake. Like, it's okay, but it's literally just because I like the crust. If I didn't like the crust, I would not like cheesecake at all. Which is crazy, because usually, like, with desserts like that, the crust is the part I don't like, but I don't know what goes into the normal cheesecake crusts, but they are fantastic. Awesome, I'm glad that your family enjoyed the recipe you tried. That always feels like such an accomplishment when somebody enjoys something that you made. Oops, where? There it is. Sorry, I got distracted. See, you don't often do desserts because some are difficult, especially with egg whites and putting air in them. Yeah, that's fair. I really enjoy baking, but most of what I typically make is along the lines of like cookies or like, I don't know, like cookies or cakes or muffins or brownies, things like that. But I don't usually make anything that requires egg whites to be prepared like that, so. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a good night so far. Tonight I'm coloring my frog emote. It's just Kurisu wearing a frog hoodie. That is actually going to replace my original frog emote, which is right here for reference. Tried to make this one a little bit, I don't know, like I tried to make this one a little bit cuter, I guess, because the other one, like the hair wasn't really visible, and I feel like that kind of took some of the personality away from the emote. But at the same time, frogs don't have hair, so it makes sense either way, I guess. I think one of my favorite statements, just because I was thinking about hair on a frog, like, but I've heard the response before, like asking somebody how their day is going, and I've had people respond with finer than frog's hair, because frogs don't have hair, so it would have to be very fine. So they're just saying they're having a great day. It'll make a lot more sense once there is color, I think. Especially because, like, there's no irises or pupils or anything up here. So, I get it. don't think that those are bells in her hair, though, are they? Because I thought that they were just kind of like a decorative sort of hairpiece. Hey, welcome to Chat Ninja. How's it going? Tonight we are working on my frog emote. This will replace my old frog emote, which is right here. In addition, tonight is also Q&A night. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. What's my favorite type of soda? See, that's tricky because it depends on what genre of soda I'm in the mood for. Generally speaking, I would probably say Mountain Dew. But I also really enjoy grape soda, but I particularly only enjoy the Welch's grape soda. It's like sparkling grape soda. I don't know specifically the details of that. I think it's like their grape juice with like soda mixed in. I have no idea. But I haven't actually been able to find that for a long while. I don't know. Like, I mostly enjoy fruity flavored sodas, but I don't like fruit punch and I do not like cherry. But I've also found that I don't care for strawberry flavored soda, which is interesting because strawberry is one of my favorite flavors, but I have not at any point found a strawberry soda that was good. Let's see, what else do I like? I also like root beer, specifically the A&W root beer. I don't really prefer any of the others because they just, I don't know, they either taste too syrupy or like, I don't know the way I want to describe the others. Let's see. You currently have 27 bottles of Voodoo Mountain Dew. Oh my gosh. What flavor is that one? Top 5. Okay, so we mentioned Mountain Dew, we mentioned grape soda, we mentioned root beer. I would say the other two are probably, let's see here. I really enjoy orange cream soda. Like the one that they have at the Cracker Barrel restaurants. That's probably my favorite. Actually, that might be my favorite soda, now that I think about it. And then, aside from that, I would say, well, actually, I was gonna say Mountain Dew Voltage, because when I said Mountain Dew, I was referencing the original, but the Pitch Black Mountain Dew flavor was probably my favorite, but that's been discontinued. It was just a special edition flavor that I wish they would bring back, like, permanently. Let's see. You like Surge for high caffeine, Moxie for root beer, and Coca-Cola and seltzers. It's a mystery flavor. Well, like, usually the mystery flavors still have, like, a flavor that's assigned to them, though. Oh yeah, somebody mentioned that. So we do actually have Sheets around Columbus, but I've never been to any of their locations. I'm gonna have to check it out. See, that sounds right. I think I remember that. Because, like, I'm sorry, Ninja. It has been a very hectic couple of weeks. It's like we just finished, like, all the holidays and everything, so I'm kind of, like, getting caught up on everything that's going on. Oh my gosh. And I agree, Cracker Barrel is alright. I wouldn't say they're my favorite, just because it seems like every location I've ever been to, their food just has like a slight hint of like tasting burnt. But that could just be my taste buds, I don't know. Like they're not bad overall, but I mostly prefer to go there to look at the gift shop. All the plushies and candy. Because I'm basically a child. Oh my gosh. Oops, wrong color. There we go. But yeah, thank you for reminding me about that. So I definitely need to go there and see if the locations here have Pitch Black Mountain Dew, because if they do, I'm probably gonna be taking some detours more often. You bought 3 Nerf guns today? So there's this one Nerf gun that I really wanted when it was out. I don't know if it's still out or not. But it was like this white Nerf gun with black accents. I think it was in, I don't know, I think it was in their Rival series that shot like the little foam balls. But like, I don't know, it just looked really cool. Let's see, Hooters, Texas Roadhouse, and Friendly's are your preferred restaurants. Yeah, Texas Roadhouse is nice. Really anything with steak is always a plus. Let's see, rival Prometheus. 1 second. Not quite, because the one I'm thinking about didn't have any of the orange. Let's see. I think it was the Nerf rival Kronos. What number is that? 10, 15. Nerf rival Kronos 18. 500 spring action blaster. I mean, it probably had orange at the tip, but like the other one I'm talking about, like the one that you mentioned had like orange accents on it. Like beyond just the trigger and the end of it, like where the projectiles come out. Yeah, it's actually really funny because the reason I liked that one is because it reminded me of the Ace of Spades hand cannon from Destiny 2. Which is funny, I haven't played Destiny in forever. Full disclosure, I'm not good at the game. I just enjoy playing it from time to time, but I haven't logged in probably like 3 or 4 years. You know, honestly, that doesn't surprise me. Because, like, I think it would benefit both parties for them to be designing guns like that. Because, like, then people see the Nerf gun and they're like, oh yeah, that reminds me of this. I should buy it because it reminds me of this. And then it works out for everybody. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's see. Okay, it is $50 on Bungie's store. Hold on. Add to cart. What else is in my cart? Why did it add 2 of them? Oh, one's an ornament for the game. Okay. Okay, I'll finish that up later. Oh my gosh. No, it's like 100% the coolest Nerf gun ever. Like 100% worth it. It's also really fun because almost every time I try to type Ace of Spades, I accidentally type Ace of Spaces because, wait a second, is this one modified? So it's a different color than the one that, oh no, never mind, that's something else. No, it's like, I had to do it because if I didn't, I would totally forget later. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, everyone. I just got overly excited about buying toys off the internet. Don't mind me. Speaking of which, once I get all of my emotes done, if anybody wants to, like anybody who plays Destiny 2 wants to be part of my fire team, I am looking for all the other members of a fire team. But that said, like I mentioned earlier, I have not played in like 3 or 4 years, and full disclosure, first-person shooters are not my specialty, but I've always enjoyed Destiny. It's just a little different from the others. I really like the way the controls work for the Titan class. Like I'm a Titan main. I think it is cross-platform, but I don't know specifics on that because they had just started doing that about the same time I quit playing. So games that are kind of similar to Destiny, a lot of the same team members worked on the Halo games, if you've played any of those. Let's see. It's kind of like Call of Duty in space. Not really, but kind of. I mean, first-person shooters do all kind of have similar elements. It's a grindy game that can cause anger. Oh my gosh. Fallout? Yeah, I could see how we could compare to Fallout. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I've never played Halo. I just feel like it's a fair comparison because a lot of the people who I played Destiny with had played Halo and they said it was really similar. But I don't have like the experience personally to really comment. You've barely played Halo, fair. What are you talking about, Sniper? So, what's everyone up to? Anything fun or exciting tonight? I had mini corn dogs for dinner. That was about the excitement that I've had today. I did laundry, but I don't think that's really too exciting. Still cooking? Awesome. I get that, Ninja. Sometimes it's nice to not have a lot going on. Makes it easier to sort of hang out. Just sort of chill. I have not, honestly. Like, I've only been working on emotes, so I apologize. This project has taken a bit longer than I anticipated because I planned on working on it on my days off, but I haven't really. Lettuce. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to make a special lettuce emote just for you, Sniper. I'm half joking, but like, if I ever have extra emote slots, we'll consider it. Oh my gosh, Sniper. Oki can't eat a whole ham, it's too big for her. She is a very small dog, and she eats a lot, but not that much. It would upset her little puppy tummy. Oh my gosh. I think 2 blocks of cheese is arguably worse than a whole ham. Just because, like, dairy is not actually great for dogs. It tends to upset their digestive system. But by all means, if you plan on cleaning up after her, you go ahead and give her 2 whole blocks of cheese. What's that, Sniper? Also, before you send that, is it something that you want to share with everybody else in chat? Because if nobody knows, I do want to just mention that if you share here, then potentially the whole internet will know. So that's always something that I try to be conscious of. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That sounds awful. I am a little biased though. I don't really care for most dairy products with the exception of I like yogurt, I like ice cream, and I like strawberry milk. But I don't like regular milk.
This place looks like a deserted mine of some kind. Most of it's underwater now.
Oh my gosh, you silly sniper. But yeah, it is good that you enjoy cheese, because otherwise that would be a bad time.
I didn't expect the inside of the mines to be like this.
Oh my gosh, I cannot imagine just putting cheese on anything.
I got lost in the mines.
Sounds like a bad time. Like, you know, like 0 out of 10. Also, do we have any questions for Q&A tonight? I am happy to answer anything as long as it is an appropriate question. because despite the fact that my channel is technically set to audiences 18 plus, I do try to keep everything family appropriate. Let's see, you're done cooking. What's your favorite type of burger? I would say I like I like grass-fed ground beef because it has like a, I don't know, it's a bit more flavorful than other varieties of beef, I guess, because there's just more nutrients in the grass versus like the grain that they get fed. So like you can get beef where the cattle, the livestock just ate grass, etc., like things out in the field rather than just being fed whatever is in like the food pellets that they would get fed otherwise. But as far as like toppings, this one's gonna be confusing for a lot of people. Like I can do American cheese on hamburgers, but with OCD tendencies, it can't hang over the edge of the burger. It has to either be circular or the corners just can't hang over the edge. Let's see. I like to put an egg on top of my hamburger. Kind of just scrambled and cooked into like a circle shape. Let's see. I like ketchup, but not on my burger because it makes my bun soggy. So I like that to be on the side, and I don't use any other condiments. But I always put plenty of seasoning in my burger. So like I'll usually include like because when I'm seasoning something, I'll mix it into the meat. Like I don't just put it on top so it soaks in. It's like infused like evenly throughout everything. But I usually use a little bit of like, I use a little bit of garlic powder, salt, pepper, basil. Let's see what else. Maybe a little bit of rosemary, give or take, depends. Sometimes I'll add oregano. A little bit of everything. I know, it's really confusing. Because I think in that particular situation, it's because, like, the cheese complements the taste of the hamburger. So you don't really taste, like, just the cheese flavor by itself as much as you would with some other types of food, if that makes any sense. It's like, I am okay with some foods, with combined flavors like that, but it really depends on the individual circumstances and not like something that is like something I always enjoy versus something I don't always enjoy. It's just complicated. Deduct? You mean like, I don't know if you're using that word right. Because when I think deduct, I think like tax deductions. Where it's like, I don't know. You mean renounce? I don't know. Oh my gosh, sniper. Oh my gosh. So I turned and my eyes hadn't focused all the way, and I'm like, you're eating a unicorn right now. No, you're eating unicorn ice cream. I still haven't tried that one. It sounds good though. See, Superman is actually one of my favorite ice cream flavors, but it depends because there's some varieties where the different colors are actually different flavors, and then there are others where it's all the same flavor. And I think it's real sort of hit or miss. Because I think I prefer the one that's all one flavor, but I mean, neither is bad though. I have actually had one flavor of ice cream that was like the best ever though. It was called Play-Doh if I remember correctly, and it was yellow, and I think the ice cream was the same flavor as the Superman ice cream, but then it had like different colored chunks of sugar cookie dough in it. So like the base of the ice cream, like the ice cream itself was yellow, and then it had like blue and red chunks of sugar cookie dough in it. Mint chocolate ice cream sounds really good right now with some cake. See, I have mixed feelings about the mint chocolate ice cream. Because, like, I like mint. And I would love if there was just, like, a mint flavored ice cream, but I don't prefer the chocolate because I feel like it takes from the mint flavor. Nah, I actually have really good taste in food. I'm just really particular about what I eat. I do actually like cake. I prefer yellow cake. Oh my gosh, when the lines don't go where you want them to. That's fair, Ninja. I wouldn't really want anything if it was dry either. Like, I prefer cake to be moist because otherwise it's gross. So that's totally fair that that is your preference. See you later, Hunter. Have a good night. Dry cake is the most oddest thing you've ever eaten and probably won't eat again. I don't blame you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's fair, Ninja. I don't really have a huge frame of reference because I don't typically drink, but I know that 128 is pretty high as far as the proof. Like, I know there's things that are available that are higher, but that's definitely a bigger number than I would drink. I feel like I missed something. Let me go back through the messages here because I was not paying attention for a couple of minutes. It smells like gasoline. Oh my gosh, that sounds awful. Oh my gosh, what did it taste like, Ninja? I'm curious. I feel like with a response like that, it didn't taste very good. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Sniper. I cannot fathom. I mean, it makes sense though, like, because sometimes the alcohol burns. So for them to say they felt like they couldn't breathe afterwards, it makes sense. Oh my gosh. I will never understand people. my gosh, thanks for the sub, Ninja. You're amazing. So let's see here. That should have unlocked the following emotes for you. One moment here. So I should unlock one. And some of these are going to be replaced with new ones. Yeah, these are all the emotes you should have access to now. Obviously all the orange Kurisu emotes are going to be replaced. I'm not sure why my sounds are messed up. Every time there's a notification, it ends up playing a few seconds later. I really have no idea why. Oh my gosh. Hambone says hi. Oh no, I'm sorry, Ninja. Alright, let's switch these shadows over to multiply. That doesn't look too bad. Awesome. Thanks for stopping by, Ninja. I hope you have a great night as well. Also, thank you again for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. What's wrong, pupper? You just wake up. Good morning. Tonight our co-host is Hoki, but she wasn't acknowledged up until this point because she was napping. Come here. Good morning, pupper. You want to come up here and say hi to everybody? Good morning. Ready? I'm gonna scoop you up. Scoop. She's like, oh my gosh, I was not expecting that scoop. And just like that, she is up in the chair. Secretly gives Hoki a whole ham. What do you have to say about that, Hoki? And that portion of our stream was kisses with Hoki, so she must have appreciated that. But she's not going to appreciate it later when she has an upset tummy. Why are you licking my tablet, weirdo? Stop that. She loves it. Oh my gosh. Here, you scoot around over here. Good girl. Good girl. Keep going. Thank you. Good girl. Oh my gosh, I know the video you're talking about, Sniper. Welcome to chat, Kyra. How's it going? Tonight we are working on our frog emote. Almost finished, not quite. We are also doing Q&A tonight if you have any questions. Totally up to you if you want to participate in that or not. Oh my gosh. Hambone is saying hi to everybody as well, including everybody in chat as well as all of our neighbors. Yeah, I really like that animator. I think they're really funny. Oh my gosh, Hambone. That is enough of that. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy what of my stream you're here for. I am almost finished with this, but I really appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you have been having a good time working on art today. You have cake now. I don't remember. Did you say what flavor you were gonna get? Alright, let's check real quick to see. Okay, first I want to make sure that I can. Okay, yeah, there's space between. Yeah, because there was one point when I accidentally exported a file and I realized that my emote designs were too close together. So when I went to crop down to just the one, I had part of the other one in it. Chocolate. I hope you're enjoying your chocolate cake, Sniper. Alright, so now I'm just going to save this as the other file type. And then I should be able to get this uploaded. Thanks, Sniper. Oh. Oh my gosh. You're talking about the cake. I apologize. Disregard. I appreciate that, Sniper, but also I'm sorry because I completely misconstrued what you were saying. So I may go in and decrease the size of the eyes a little bit on the side of the frog. But we'll see how this turns out real quick before I do that. Because there's a chance it might work. But there's a chance it might not, so it just kind of depends. What's that, sniper? Alright, just gonna refresh. And I should hopefully be able to... I do know what Ash Greninja is, and I feel like there's a chance I might know what you're going to say, but I will let you say it. Because I'm not gonna make any assumptions. Here is our frog emote. I think the shadows might have been a bit too much. Oh, it looks okay on screen, just... Gonna just erase some of the shadows here real quick, because I want a couple of the parts to stand out a little bit more. That's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense though. Alright, I think I like the highlights a little better now. Going to just update this real quick, and hopefully, best case scenario, it does not prevent us from uploading the new emote right away. Because it seems like if I try to upload too many times in a row, then it's like, hey, no. And then it like waits for everything to be approved. So we want to avoid that. No, don't do that, sniper. What did that frog ever do to you? Alright, that looks a little better, so hopefully... Dang it! Okay, so it is pending, but we should be good to go. Hey, welcome to chat, Nox. We actually just finished up the emote. Unfortunately, it's pending, so it won't be able to be used right away. But our hearts emote from last time is working just fine. That is available for anybody who cheers 10,000 bits in chat. Sorry, I got distracted. But yeah. No, you're good, Nox. It happens. That said, tonight is Q&A night, so if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I will probably be switching to a different channel and raiding out. I'm thinking, like, we raid all the time, so I'm thinking I'll probably work on the raid emote tomorrow. Let's go ahead and turn our canvas back on. Probably color the raid emote tomorrow, just because that seems like one that makes sense to have. Don't poke the frog in the eye, Sniper. How would you like that? Oh my gosh, Sniper, quit jabbing the frog. What did it do to you? Yay, Scythe. I think that's probably one of my favorite emotes. It looked at you funny. Oh my gosh. I am not sure how to answer that question, Nox. Let's see. After rewatching Arcane, I had an... You had an epiphany to simplify your mask design? That's awesome. Hey, welcome to chat, Dark. How's it going? You didn't miss all of it. We're doing Q&A tonight, so if you would like to ask any questions, you're welcome to do so. All we ask is that the questions are appropriate. Also, finished our frog emote tonight. So I'm pretty excited about that. Unfortunately, it's pending because Twitch hates me. But dazed and confused, just woke up. Well, glad to have you here anyway. LSD Kurisu, what are you talking about, Nox? That's my rave Kurisu. It's party time. But, but, but no things like that. I like to keep my parties simple. Just tea and video games, please. Shh, whatever. Not these raves. Foxes don't need LSD to have a good time. Well, I mean, it's partially my fault because I uploaded and I'm like, crap, there's a few spots that are not quite bright enough. So I went back in and added some more highlights, took some shadows away, etc. Um, if I would have just left it, it would have been fine, but it's because Twitch is like, no, you are not allowed to upload more than once. It's because there's been a few that I've uploaded like 5 or 6 times, so I think it's just automatically flagging it when I upload more than once. Frog stare can be frightening if you're not used to its greatness. Yes. Frog has a natural 20. Well, Frog has a 20 buff on its intimidation rolls, so it automatically rolls a 20 every time. Ew. No, there won't be any cheese emotes. I think the closest I would do to a cheese emote would be like a, Frog is the natural 20, yes. I think the closest I would do to a cheese emote would probably be a pizza emote, because I do like pizza, but I don't like cheese. Slime cheese. We could do the slime cheese pizza. The downside is that our milk slime is strawberry, so it would be a strawberry milk slime cheese pizza, which doesn't sound as good. Frog has a max wisdom stat. Oh my gosh. Hi Pupper, what you doing? You kind of feel like a cheesy mode is needed at this point. I would, but I don't like cheese. Frog's natural weakness is a 20 natural 20 jab. Well, see, the thing is, it automatically rolls the 20 on intimidation, so you are rendered unable to jab. So Frog is immune to jab because it makes people too uncomfortable to attack it. Frog only lets you think there is a weakness. Pupper. That portion of our stream was kisses with Hoki. Wolves, rabbits, and foxes have high dex and intelligence. See, that makes sense because they are... trying to think which class. That was a big yawn popper. I get all the magic classes mixed up because, like, they're all really... Yes and no. I agree those are stats that would help a rogue, but there's also a magic class. I think it's the sorcerer that uses intelligence and dexterity. But Kurisu would most likely be a combination rogue sorcerer. Does Kurisu have a pet? So according to Kurisu fan canon, we have Huey the Husky. And one moment, we do have artwork of that. I will link that in chat. I just have to pull it up real quick. So this is our Kurisu fan canon. It was a sticker design. Unfortunately, it is out of stock due to my lack of a printer. But it was Huey on a pear in reference to some old song. But the quote is in the item description. Yeah, I just love his unamused expression, because that is a face that he wore all the time. He was always so judgmental, but he loved everybody, except for the people he didn't love, which was most of them. Let's see. So, the spawn, like the pair spawn was actually Huey's. He used that to get from place to place because his hips bothered him. Oh my gosh. So, D&D perspective, you could view Kurisu as that, but I would say I don't know the way to best describe Kurisu. Cause like when I start describing, it sounds like she's really overpowered. But like there are definitely weaknesses there. It just kind of depends on the scenario. What's your question, Sniper? And just as a side note, if it isn't something I feel comfortable answering on stream, I might send you a private message. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's fair. No, you're good, Sniper. Like, just because the way you worded that, I'm kind of hesitant to say definitely I'll answer it. Just because your wording. Oh, yeah, you can ask. That's fine, Sniper. I believe in you, Kyra. Um, Sometimes taking a step away from art makes it easier to work on, especially if you've been working on it all day, because you start to sort of lose focus of what's in front of you, if that makes any sense. Um, but like, yeah, I feel like you'll figure it out. You don't have to apologize. I totally get it. Uh, if we as a society became mandatory to wear your persona masks, would it make social interaction in real life easier? Um, that would be tricky because nobody in my personal life knows that Kurisu exists. So I feel like if anything, it would probably make like my life more difficult, but it might make life easier for others. It would just depend on everybody, like as an individual. Yeah, I decided pretty early on that I wanted to keep my art and my personal life separate just for professional reasons. Because as far as my job that I had at the time, it would have been really inappropriate for me to have any of my artwork tied to that. Um, Not in a way where they could have actually done anything about it, but it could have prevented, like, you know, promotions, etc., from happening. So I've just kind of always kept all of that separated, especially because, like, I do occasionally take NSFW commissions. It's not something that I typically draw by default, but because I am willing to accept those commissions, I tend to not want that to be something that, like, my coworkers, etc., could potentially see. Yeah, I mean, it pays the bills, but it can also get you fired if your boss doesn't appreciate that sort of thing, so it's just better to not risk it. Yeah, and it sucks because even, like, I don't know, because I would say even on my streams, my personality is a little bit muted just because, like, I try to keep the space as welcoming as possible for everybody. And I know that if I was like too over the top, that might make people uncomfortable. But I mean, for the most part, I am like, you know, I'm me. Like, really, the only difference is I tone down my language a bit. Like, I try to keep everything appropriate here. There are occasional slip ups, but I try to avoid that. Grandparents and tech never seem to mix well. I understand. So I have Huey's ashes. They are in an urn that I plan on putting his photo on. I don't have a photo yet because I have a photo, but I know which one I want to use, but I haven't had it printed yet. But yeah, once I do that, I'll just go in the little photo slot. You don't have to apologize, Sniper, you're good. Oh my gosh, Dark, you're ridiculous. I get that, Kyra. Like, I don't know. The best way I can describe drawing furry art, at least as far as my style goes, because everybody's style is a little bit different. Like, all of my anthro characters are basically human, except, like, I just altered the facial proportions. And typically I will alter the legs and or feet. But aside from that, like, they're pretty much humanoid. Like I said, that varies from design to design, artist to artist. It's all different, so it's all about finding what works best for you. If I could talk, it would be great. I might learn how someday. What you doing, pupper? You want to get down? Come on. Come on, you're allowed. There you go. Oh, are you out of water? Hold on a second, everyone. I need to get water for Hoki. Alright, I am back and Toki has water now. I mean, it's hard to say because, like, as far as being clinically sane, I would say that is all a matter of opinion. Because I don't think anybody's completely sane. That's just the way I see things. Let's see, you keep collecting them like they're Pokemon because they're cool. Oh my gosh. I don't know if Kyra is a Pokemon or not, Sniper. You're silly. You don't want too many. Yeah, I agree. Like, it really depends, but like, there are some people who have like literally hundreds of characters, and it's like, what do you do with all of them? Like, do you like, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Your pumpkin OC is saying just obsessed with feet. Oh my gosh. Feet are my least favorite thing, by the way. I absolutely hate them. If I didn't have to have feet, I would swap mine out for another pair of hands. But anyway. Yeah. I mean, people can learn to walk on their hands. Nah, I'd just swap them out for fox feet. I'll just levitate. That's a lot of OCs, Kyra. Let's see. How many do I have? Because, like, I don't have a ton, honestly. Because obviously I have Kurisu. But then... Let's see, I have a barn owl. I have... a deer. A white-tailed deer. But she still has antlers because I like antlers. Serval. Let's see. There's also a cow. It's my strawberry milk cow, but I don't have any drawings of her in color yet. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you have the most dark without competition. Like, I've thought about making more, but I'm kind of like, you know, it's a lot to deal with. I feel like if Sniper had a fursona, it would be a fox, but I don't know. I'm just speculating because of his name. But I'll give him a chance to answer because I'm curious. You're planning to get more soon. Your friend... Is that Darkle? Has some adopts that make your brain go pretty. That's adorable. See, when you refer to infinite universes, you refer to anime as well. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, Nox. There are a lot of people who are better at writing than making characters. Like, sometimes having the idea of the plot is just as important, if not more important, than the character development itself. But sometimes, like, I don't know, it's nice to have a balance between the two, I guess. So, Sniper, when you say you want your character to have one black wing, do you mean just one wing, or one wing that's black and one wing that's something else? That makes sense. Just curious, you have an arch rival. Herself. It's mostly a lot of internal conflict. It's King Milk Slime. Oh no. That milk slime is too big. That won't fit in my glass. Oh my gosh. Ew. Oh, that's awesome, Kyra. my gosh. Stolas is waifu Maximus. You're ridiculous. Alright, let's see here. Do we have any more questions for Q&A? Sorry to interrupt the conversation. I just figured I would check because otherwise we might go ahead and raid. What's my favorite flavor of ramen? I really enjoy miso ramen, but I've also had a variety. Hey, welcome to Chat Iron. I've also had a variety of ramen that had chicken tenders in it. Like, that was actually really good. Let's see. I forget what it was called, but there was one that had, like, fried baby octopus. Those tasted a lot like chicken. And I was surprised because I never thought I would enjoy octopus, but that was actually really good. It could have also been the way it was prepared, though. Have I ever had dumpling wasabi ramen? I don't like wasabi. So I don't think I've ever had that kind of ramen before, because I've only had a handful of kinds, because I try to stick to flavors that I know I enjoy, because most of the places where I would try ramen are places where it would be kind of expensive to get something that I didn't like, because I would be stuck eating that or nothing at all, and that doesn't sound like a good time. Let's see here. You just got here first thing and you heard was raid. So I mean, if people want to hang out and ask questions, I'm glad to stick around longer. I was just mentioning raid just in case, like, everyone was done with questions for Q&A night. Do I like sushi? It's one of those things where, like, I don't like it, but I don't dislike it. I can eat sushi, but I feel like it would taste better if it had, like, a little more flavor on it, because I don't like soy sauce, and I don't like any of the other sort of sauces that might go with sushi. So whatever I get is just, like, the sushi rice, the seaweed around the outside, and, like, whatever else is in it. I think if it was, like, covered in pepper, that might be good. Maybe a handful of other seasonings to make up for the fact that I don't like soy sauce, because that's usually what people would add to give the sushi more flavor. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a huge fan, but I can eat it. Let's see, what's one of the bigger sources of inspiration for my art? So, like, I would say most of my art is based really heavily on anime. Um, just like all the different series I've watched throughout my life. Trying to think if there's any like in particular, because like I've kind of just taken bits and pieces that I liked from all the different series. Like an example, I really enjoy the faces in like of the characters in Bleach. I really enjoy the faces of the characters in Sword Art Online. Let's see. I like the character designs in let's see what else. Like, cause those are two of the main ones that I liked the artwork from. Let's see. Code Geass is another one. That one, I would say the influence is a little less noticeable. But yeah, those are a few places where I've drawn inspiration from. Let's see. You've never seen Bleach before? Let's see. You wonder if I'd like dragon sauce. I've never had it. Generally speaking, I don't like sauces. Let's see. Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi. That's Byakuya Kuchiki's Bankai, if I remember right. You've always had a soft spot for those 90s anime artwork like Cowboy Bebop and Inuyasha. See, like, I've always liked those, but I always felt like they were like, I don't know the word I want to use. Like, I prefer the 90s anime over the anime that was older than that, but I feel like I didn't really like the eyes in the 90s anime versus the early 2000s to like mid 2000s. Like, I think that is kind of where we had, like, I don't know, like, because when I'm judging whether or not I like the design of a character, it's mostly in their eyes, and their outfit. Like, because when it comes to making judgments about a character's appearance, it's always their style and, like, their facial expressions, their hair, etc. But yeah. Same with Trigun, Sailor Moon, and Tenchi. See, Trigun is one of my favorite series. Like, I know it gets a lot of hype, but it doesn't get enough. Like, 100%, it's... I wouldn't say it's the best anime I've seen, but it's up there. Like, I just feel like Vash is such a relatable character because, like, he's just really down to earth, I guess. Oh my gosh. Ramen boops. Oh my gosh. Nope, that's the old froglet. Okay, so maybe it's pending because it didn't get rid of the other emote yet. Is it gonna send that? Nope, it didn't. Okay. So let me refresh here and see if our frog emote is approved yet, because I would really like it to be approved. Nope, it says it's still pending. Twitch hates me. But that said, our frog emote is finished. Oh no, Dark just redeemed my hydrate redeem. Oh my gosh, Sniper. But yeah, one moment. Tonight I am drinking water. I had tea earlier, but I drank all of that. It's actually funny because I got water when I got water for Hoki because I figured somebody would use the hydrate redeem after I did that. It's a good thing I thought ahead. Alright, and that portion of our stream was staying hydrated with Kurisu. Yay, hydration! Kurisu, always prepared. Yes, I am always prepared for all things. Always prepared for all things and stuffs. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Nox. Do I like Death Note? Yes and no. I really enjoy Death Note as a concept, but the way that the second season fell apart, I kind of lost respect for the series. Like, because obviously I still continue to watch everything, like, because when it comes to anime, if I have invested my time, I'm going to see it through to the end. And like, while I enjoyed the characters in the second half, it wasn't the same dynamic as the first half in ways that it really hurt the quality, in my opinion, of the story. Obviously, I'm not going to go into details because I am opposed to sharing spoilers, even if it's something that's been out forever, just because you never know what people have and haven't seen. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna hide those. Just kidding, it doesn't let me because you're a mod. You're fine. Oh my gosh. Hey, Nox, like I was saying, we don't do spoilers here. That is something I don't generally give warnings on, so consider yourself lucky because you're getting a warning. Yeah, that's the biggest downside with manga versus anime because like I know a lot of times it's because like they were making the anime while the manga was still being written. So a lot of times the filler is sorry, I got distracted reading that. Like because a lot of times the filler is just making up for the fact that they don't know where the story is going yet. But the downside is that a lot of times that filler might cause inconsistencies in canon, which leads us to Nox's message here about there being two different Full Metal Alchemist shows because the first series sort of lost track because the manga was still being written, and then they made a second version with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is one of my favorite anime series, which is supposedly closer to the manga. I've heard different opinions. Like, I've heard that there are different aspects between both that are better than the other, but it kind of just depends on specifically which part of the story is being referenced. Personally, I don't have a frame of reference because I haven't read the manga. Ooh, filler episodes. My whole life is a filler episode. Oh my gosh. That's why things are just now starting to get on track. It was all just filler. I think if I was going to make a character based on one of the homunculi, it'd probably be based on either um, hmm, probably either envy or pride. Excuse me. You know when you get like air in your throat and it makes a weird noise? Oh my gosh. Let's see, DMW. I feel like I should know what that is, but it's not clicking. What is absolutely least favorite food? Like, the very thought of it is unbearable. Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that one. A lot of people have said it's really good, but I've never watched it because I don't like the art style. Let's see here. Least favorite food. Oh my gosh. So there was this cheese that they made me try at work once when I worked in a grocery store. And I'm trying to remember what it was called, but it was like literally the worst thing I have ever in my life tasted. Um, uh, it was like Parmigiano something or other, but like it was absolutely awful. Like it should be illegal. It shouldn't exist. Because it was like this really gross, disgusting dry cheese, and like like it was just so awful and like bitter, and the aftertaste was like almost like a caramel flavor, and it was like so freaking awful. Like I I literally almost puked in the middle of the sales floor because they like convinced me to try it. I'm not exaggerating. I wish I was. I have not tried Limburger. I don't really go out of my way to try cheese because I have only ever had one that I liked, and it's not even like a favorite thing. It's just mozzarella is tolerable because it's a very mild cheese. Cheese yet again causing Fox trauma. Yeah, most of my food trauma is centered around cheese, unfortunately. Huh. That is an interesting name for cheese. Is it because it looks like that or because it tastes like that? Do you prefer mozzarella only? Do you prefer only mozzarella on pizza? Yeah. When it comes to pizza, it's only mozzarella. I made the mistake of accidentally buying a blend of mozzarella and provolone once, and I couldn't eat it. Um, yeah, mozzarella only. That's awful, Knox. There's a coffee that's like that? Oh, you're talking about, I know what you're talking about. Um, it starts with a K, I think. I can't remember what it's called. Hold on. We'll ask Google. Uh, um, so I hate the fact that I searched with the criteria I did and it actually came up. Um, my query was under poop coffee and it came up with Kopi Luwak. Luwak? I'm not sure how that's pronounced properly, but um, it is eaten by the Asian palm civet, and used after it has been on a trip through its digestive tract. Let's see, your favorite thing from Michigan is deep fried jalapeno mozzarella sticks. Sounds interesting. I don't know. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of jalapeno because it reminds me of like spicy pickles. Specifically the ones that come like in a jar. Like, I don't know if they all taste like that because I would imagine fresh jalapenos don't taste that way. Because the ones in the jar are usually pickled, I think. But yeah. Do you like mozzarella sticks? I'm okay with mozzarella sticks, but I don't like marinara. Thanks, Knox. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Oh my gosh, I was curious and I wanted to see what the fight emote would look like as the rave animation and it's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. We already have a rave emote though, so I am not going to upload that for now. You have to figure out what to eat, so it's time to head out to forage. Yeah, I think I am going to head out also because I need to get the dogs ready for bed. Do you have any last questions for Q&A? If not, I can take recommendations for a raid tonight. Now you're good, sniper. Alright. Yeah, thanks for being here. I really appreciate all of you for hanging out tonight. Hopefully our frog emote will be approved by tomorrow. Let's see here. Nope, no more questions. Alright. Let's see. who do we want to raid?
This place looks like a deserted mine of some kind.
Do we want to go to another art channel? Looks like Mander Monster is playing Lego Brick Tales. KurisuFox is working on art. I always enjoy rating her because her name is really similar to mine. Or if we have any other recommendations, I'm more than happy to take those into consideration.
I didn't expect the inside of the mines to be like this.
Alright, so do you want to raid Kirisu? She's working on art, or do we want to raid Mander? Looks like she's playing Lego Brick Tales. Not heard of that game, but I have never seen a bad Lego game. I don't know, the games just always have such a great sense of humor. I could be biased. No clue. Let's see, we'll go ahead and raid Mander Monster. Alright, thank you everybody for being here tonight. I'll be back same time tomorrow. That'll be 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. Planning on working on the raid emote because I feel like we raid other channels enough that that one needs to be here. Thanks for being here, Kyra. I really appreciate you stopping by to hang out. Yeah. Thanks everybody. I hope you all have a great night.